Well, hello, all my amazingly beautiful Leo friends. My name is Libra Empress, and we're going to be discussing your tarot for today. Now, remember that this is a general reading, and this is for yours as well as for my entertainment. And also, please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share. That way, you'll always be up to date with the content that I produce, and you'll be a part of our family, alright? Alright, now, my beautiful Leos, we are going to discuss these three piles here: past, present, and future. Now, when we get to the future, remember that that is not set in stone and that can change anytime you want it to. Alright? This fourth pile is all the energy, between past, present, and future. Alright? Now, if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Alright? This is a general reading. So, when I mean general reading is I take my net and I cast it out and I catch these cards. And if it resonates with you, then okay. But if it doesn't, it might not be your reading today, or I might not be your tarot reader. All right. But if it's really important to you that you get a reading that actually matches up to what's going on in your life, my beautiful Leos, what you could do is find a tarot reader that you adore and you trust, and ask them to do a personal reading. A personal reading is your reading, okay? It's completely different than a general reading. Now, find someone who you trust and adore, and, they'll probably charge you some sort of money, some sort of amount of money. But you pick and choose, okay? It's up to you. Now, let's get going on this, shall we? Alright, now my beautiful Leos, let's talk about your past energy. Now, I shuffled for an hour, I'm not even gonna lie. And the first time before I split the deck in half and separated it like bottom card, top card, bottom card, top card, like that, which sounds weirder than what it is. But before I did that, this card popped out for your past, okay? And I'm like, no, I gotta keep shuffling. So I threw it back in, right? And I hardcore shuffled like no other. And it popped out again after an hour. So this is your past energy. Now, my beautiful Leos, 7 of Cups, alright? This means that you have choices and you've got to make a consideration, and you've been definitely daydreaming, alright? You've got many options. But here's the thing, is that you need to make a decision, because if you don't make a decision and a decision is made for you, you might not like the outcome, okay? So make a decision, a wise one. Alright, you're dealing with a Queen of Cups, Leo, Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius, right? Intelligent, sharp-tongued, and unscrupulous. Someone who's not afraid to throw on her terry cloth bathrobe and hair curlers and take you to town, or take you down to Chinatown and kick you around. She's a hardcore lady, gonna fight for her family. Next card is the High Priestess. So here's the thing, is there's a mystery, there's lots of secrets, and you've got to go within yourself in order to find out what the hell is going on, because everybody is being tight-lipped. You kind of wish that, loose lips sink ships, right? But ultimately everybody's tight-lipped, and you're feeling confused, and you need to know the truth, and you like people who are honest and tell the truth. But they're not doing that, so you have to look within. Alright, next card, the Chariot. You're dealing with a Cancer. Travel, conquest, and progress. You're definitely leaving and heading out, right? Going on an adventure, or someone's traveling to you. I don't know. Depends on your situation. Let me slide these over a little. Let's talk about your current energy. 10 of Cups. So, you are content with family, and you're dealing with peace, right? You're all here on the beach having fun, right? And the world outside of your bubble, family bubble, is kind of going fucking nuts. Seems like they always are, right? The person's like, hey, I'm coming over. And you're like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm happy, content with what's going on in my life. I don't need anybody else bringing their drama. But unfortunately, there's the thing, is that they were coming towards you for a quarrel, strife, and competition. So while you're fighting over, see, there's you and your friend, right? You're fighting over something completely fucking stupid. Alright, it's utterly stupid, okay? But you don't think it's stupid and they don't think it's stupid. But are you willing to throw away friendship and family, like relations, or your relationship that you're in currently for over something stupid? Because there you go. Friendship's crawling away. You know, ties are being broken. You're upset. You've gone into Eight of Swords mode. You're feeling trapped, lack of action, victimization, and no-win situations. You feel like, God, no matter how much you do, it just isn't enough. And you don't really know what to do. And look, this is crazy, but I just noticed this, but there's like a face right there. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's all in my head. See, we're all in our head. But the thing is that you are not trapped. You're just feeling like you're trapped. It's going to be okay. Because ultimately, you're going to be moving on from troubled relationships and making a change for yourself. There you are, bags packed. And there's your problems crawling towards you and walking behind you, all the people. And you're like, well, fuck you later, alligator. I'm out. I'm going to the next town to make my big break. Right? That's your current energy. Future energy, remember, not set in stone, is the Page of Wands. Youthful, high goals, and need for growth. This is an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius, alright? Now, here's the deal with him, or her. Whoever you're dealing with, it's the energy that matters, right? They look like they're stuck in that high chair. Gnawing on that, right? Like they're not winning their way out. But here's the thing, is they know they're in the high chair. They choose to sit up there and eat on that bone. They can get down anytime they damn well please and move mountains. They just choose to chill pickle. And if you don't know what chill pickle is, go open your fridge if you have pickles and look at it. They're just chilling in there. Relaxing pickles. Just bob it in the water. Alright, 10 of Wands. Burdens, responsibility, and struggle. Oh, you can steal my word, chill pickle, okay? I created it. I just got bored and stuck them together. So, future-wise, you are kind of juggling a bunch of shit and struggling with it, right? But here's the thing, there's the end of that situation. You got the Death card. Transforming and rebirthing and starting new beginnings from a situation, an old situation. And there's your lover. Now, Leo, you are with a Gemini, aren't you? You've got lots of romance, sex, and blinded by passion. Oh man, it is so good, isn't it? You're just madly in love. The passion is like Red Room, 50 Shades of Grey, right? Oh man, this is great. But let me ask you something. Leo, if the passion sizzles down, can you sit in a room with that person? Do you have anything in common with them beyond the passion? You need to figure that out and find out yourself. Because it looks to me like she's still in his heart. While he's spraying her vagina because she stinks. That brings me back to Friday the 13th video gameplay. Every time you have a healing spray and they spray, I call it vagina spray. Because she's spraying down below. Anyway. Okay, fourth deck. Are you ready? Any energy that is between past, present, and future. King of Swords, you're dealing with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, right? Someone who's stubborn, authoritative, and judgmental. My favorite card is the Ace of Hazards. Possibilities, financial rewards, and new beginnings. This is a high five from the undead. Giving you a hand, right? Everything's looking good. King of Hazards, you're dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, right? Someone who's distant, hardworking, and a businessman. Someone who's good with their money, but not so good with their words. Page of Hazards. Responsible, determined, and new beginnings. You're also dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Four of Cups. You are in bored, dissatisfied, and very weary of the situation. You're getting bored. You've reached the Emperor mode. Or you're dealing with an Aries, but I feel strongly that you've hit Emperor, right? You're a leader, control, and you're controlling the fact that you're bringing order out of chaos. Does that make sense? To get this, okay, I want you to sit back and I want you to think about this, alright, Leo? Regardless of what's between your legs, because it doesn't matter right now, okay? Each of us human beings have a male and female energy within us, right? We're split. Kind of like Gemini. You know, they're the twin, but you're Leo. The lion. But here's the thing, for the female energy to get top notch, you gotta become an empress, and for male it's emperor. But you're not gonna wake up one morning and be like, I'm gonna be an emperor, I'm gonna be an empress, blah 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 blah, right? You have to work, do inner work to get this far, and it's not a fucking easy road. Oh man, it's a lot of trauma and overcoming obstacles and learning and growing within, and being able to forgive people who hurt you and letting them go. It's a lot of trauma, and you've overcome a lot. You are growing. You're done with the World card, right? So you're learning lessons, or you've learned, your lessons have been learned, right? It's the end of a journey, and you're completing it. While the worlds go to hell, you are hanging out there with your Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. I feel like it's a Gemini, though. But you're also dealing with a Sagittarius, balance, alchemy, and cooperation, right? Is this person borrowing my blood to make a cure? Or are they planning on giving me or is it like for the worst for civilization? Four of Wands, reward, prosperity, and celebrations. So you're celebrating. You're still celebrating the fact that you got married and everything's looking good. Birthday's coming up. Yeah, Leos? In August, or at the end of July, and first half of August. My little brother is a Leo, and my uncle's a Leo. Nine of Wands, completion of tasks, willpower, and persistence. Oh man, all them people, they want a piece of you, especially him. He's really hungry. The Hierophant, deal with a Taurus. I'm sorry I'm yawning. I'm probably going to go to sleep after this reading. Truth, advice, and education. So here's the thing is, you're waiting for information so that you can make a decision on what the hell is going on. Okay? But here's the thing is still no one's talking to you. Maybe the information you're waiting for is gonna come into a dream. Right? So you got the Moon card here. Deception, secrets, and intuition. You have to go to sleep. Pay attention to what the hell is going on in your dream and the meanings. Like the symbols. Because the bird's carrying a key. Right? But if you know the symbols, then you're able to figure it out. But if you don't know the symbols in your dream, other than you wrote them down and you don't know what they mean, what you could do is I have a whole playlist section dedicated to dream meanings, and daily I release one video. I did all these videos in February, and they're going to be coming out daily until like September 10th or something. I don't know. But all these people, like, the dead are trying to speak to you. Especially your intuition. Stay focused. You're done with the Justice card. A Libra. Impartiality, fairness, and equality. You've got to look at a situation with your brain and with your heart, and you have to decide if this situation really calls for it. That, or you got married, or you're... Oh, sorry. I don't normally yawn like this. Holy crap. You're done with the court system, maybe? Fighting over your kids in court. I didn't see Empress. And I didn't see the three of, or was it 2 cups? It was one of them, 2 or 3 of cups. I didn't see it in your deck so far, but that's not to say it's not going to show up. Okay, so you're going to court over something. That, or you're done with Libra, or you're making a decision, which is kind of ironic, given everything going on. Dealing with that 4 of hazards, right? So everybody's knocking, but you're feeling like you need to be selfish. You need to hoard and be possessive. So you're possessive over a loved one, maybe the Gemini. Oh, sorry. Maybe you need to, maybe you're afraid of losing your sweetheart, right? Maybe you just don't want to keep lending money to people who are ungrateful. I mean, the only time they call is when they want something, huh? Dealing with the Magician, Deception, Opportunist, and Puppet Master. In a regular deck, upright, the Magician would be using one of his hands to point to God or whoever's in the sky, right? And he'd use his body like a lightning rod and use his other finger to point to flowers of the ground. So he's like a lightning rod. A magician, right? Upright, it's like manifesting something good or bad. I don't know, it depends on your perspective. But if it was down upwards, then it would mean what mine means. But since mine is upward and the storybook tells you it's Deception, Opportunist, and Puppet Master, then we're going with that, alright? Because I'm going to honor my deck. Okay, so you're dealing with 7 of Swords, theft, sabotage, and deception. So people are lying to you, stealing from you. Sabotaging your happiness. You're feeling like the Hangman. Or you're dealing with a Scorpio. A turning point in accepting of a situation and self-sacrifice. So you're the fall man or fall woman, right? Giving everything that you can. But have you ever heard the story of the foolish knight? So here's how it goes, alright? So this knight, he was gonna begin his quest, kind of like I call him Don Quixote de la Mancha, but that's not how you pronounce his name. That's just how I pronounce his name, because I feel like calling him that. Anyway, so he's like a knight. He's going on a quest, right? He's got his horse, he's got his armor, he's got his food, clothes, you know, his blankets, money, armor. Well, no, I already said armor, huh? Oh, what else did I carry? Oh, his horse? Well, he doesn't carry that. He gets carried by that. But you see what I'm saying? Alright, so he starts his journey. He leaves his home. And as he's going along, every so often, which is quite a bit, someone stops him and begs him for something. Well, by the time he gets to the forest, the curtains of the forest, he is bare-ass naked, right? Nothing. So he steps through and he runs in a little while to some cannibals, right? And they beg him. They say, "Oh, we're hungry. Can you please help feed us? Can we eat you?" And he, since he's foolish, he's like, "Okay, yeah, sure, whatever." So, sorry, I keep yawning. He gives his body to the cannibals in the forest, right? And a little while later, all he is a head sitting on a pile of bones. So be careful of sacrificing too much, alright? Bottom of the deck, my beautiful, beautiful Leos, is the King of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Someone who is very empathetic, diplomatic, and very generous. So, this card signifies that this is either, you know, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. But it could also mean that regarding a situation that you're thinking logically with, or two, Eschew it a bit and add in a bit, like a sprinkle of your heart, right? And decide with what is going on. Your heart will help you be more empathetic towards the decision that you have to make. Alright, let's recap. So, you've got options. You're dealing with Queen of Swords, someone who's sharp-tongued and unscrupulous, right? Dealing with the High Priestess in the past energy is what I'm talking about right now. So, with the High Priestess, you were forced to look within to figure out what you really wanted. Then you got your Ten of Cups. You're really good with family. But then drama bursts out of nowhere, right? And you're fighting with them. Maybe you're fighting with your spouse or your spouse's kids, or your kids with your spouse. You know, it's a drama fest. So you're fighting over it and not seeing that you're going to lose something important by fighting over something insignificant. But to you both, it's not insignificant. It's like the world. It means the world to you. But then you got the Eight of Swords, where you're kind of like in hermit mode. Then you go to Eight of Cups, where you're leaving the situation behind and moving on to brighter days. Future is Four of Wands, so you're dealing with a Sagittarius. You're juggling responsibilities, the end of one situation so you can start a new one. With the Lovers, which is a Gemini, you're dealing with court, sacrificing yourself. Somebody's stealing from you. These people want something from you, Leo, and you're tired of providing it. You really are, right? Because you're waiting on the Hierophant card, which is finding out what the hell's going on. But ultimately, when the shit hits fan, you're hunkered down, but then you still have to, somewhere along the line, dream to figure out what's going on. But you're getting a high five from the undead. So ultimately, you know, and there's a huge situation that you've got to overcome and think it through. So you got to think about what you're going to say and how you're going to say it to, who you're going to say it to, but you also got to weigh the pros and cons, right? So that's where this comes in, which is the King of Cups. So this is pretty dramatic. I mean, I don't see a Three of Swords. I just see that you're trying to be happy, and you're tired of people begging for money and not helping you out. And, you know, it's just like, it's like they expect you to be a vending machine. Take, 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 and never put in. Except for you're dealing with a broken tank or whatever. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm like way tired. So ultimately, I hope that this helped you out with what's going on. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of deception and hoarding and possessiveness. You're probably really afraid of losing your significant other too. But you're waiting on information, and you're, you know, for something important as well. Yeah. So, if you want to leave a comment, I would appreciate that. But if you want to leave a private comment, go to my YouTube channel, go to my About section, look up how you spell my name, my whole name, copy it, go to Facebook Messenger, type it in, or paste it in, right? And it'll bring up my profile. Get a hold of me through Messenger, and I will drop what I'm doing to talk with you, alright? Because you look like you need a non-judgmental ear to vent to, right? And so, just leave me a comment. Let me know how you're doing. You don't have to go, oh, I'm sorry for interrupting you, blah, blah, blah. No, don't you dare damn well worry, okay? We're family, and it's okay. I'm here for you, alright? Now, thank you so much for listening to me. Please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share, and join me again for tomorrow's daily horoscopes or next time's tarot, alright? I love you. Bye, my beautiful, beautiful Leos. Bye.